Hey, this is the Entertainment Advice Channel. What I want to talk about today is the real reason why rap is declining in popularity. Okay, so for this video, I will discuss two main things. The first one being why rap is declining in popularity, and secondly, I will discuss, um, if anything, what we can do to make rap music start to become good again. So now that I've mentioned that, let's get started. So when it comes to the first reason why rap music is declining in popularity, is it simply comes down to the fact that rap music nowadays has become very repetitive. Okay, everything from the lyrics to the beats are simply repetitive. The that obviously, as a result, has had an effect on obviously the experience of the listener, and as a result has affected their ability to truly enjoy listening to rap music. Because the truth of the matter is, at this point, they just talk about the same topics: money, bitches, and hoes, and all this type of stuff. And for the beats, you listen to 20 of them, you listen to all of them. Okay, it gets repetitive. They use the same type of drum sound, you know, all the time. That it's not even just down to the type of drum sound, it's just down to how it sounds rhythmically. It sounds like you've heard the same drum sound a bunch of times before, to even just simply the instruments they use and stuff. It gets repetitive because you've heard a song that sounds like that so many times. It's not even funny. Okay, that is the truth of the matter about rap music, and that's the real reason why it's declining. Is that it just become repetitive? It's just the same song, same this, same that, all the time, and people are getting sick of it, and people are getting tired of it. And obviously, since we live in a um more open world to different music genres, like you have country, you have Afrobeat, you have reggaeton, and all that type of stuff. People are starting to realize, you know what? I'm gonna start listening to other genres. If you're gonna just make songs that sound the freaking same all the time, then I'll just move to a different music genre and listen to something else completely different. Because I'm sick and tired of the same stuff. Yet at the same time, a lot of these genres clearly rip off rap a lot, particularly country. But that's another story for another day. But back to what I was saying before, okay? Like I was saying, the truth of the matter is, rap is declining because it just hasn't innovated, and it has more competition than it's ever had before, so it's losing a lot of popularity. So that is the truth of the matter about why rap music is declining right now. Okay, there's not much to really say outside from that fact, and it's just simply declining because it's repetitive. And a lot of the good rappers that actually were there between the mid 2010s to even the late 2010s and before, a lot of them are dead, or straight up retired, and so on and so forth. So you can see what the effect of that has had on rap music. You just stuck with the rappers that produce the most mediocre music, and so on and so forth. So that's exactly what I have to say, and that's the real reason why it's declining in popularity. It's just simply repetitive, particularly because a lot of the artists who at least kind of stabilize things are now no longer making music in one way or the other. Whatever it is, they're not making music anymore. So we're stuck with people who just are mid and mediocre and just produce the same sounding music all the time. So that's what the reason why it's fallen off. Now, of course, the question comes up that is very important: is what can we do to fix this problem? Well, what we can do to fix this problem, obviously, like common sense would indicate, like anything, is simply down to the fact of the matter that what we can do to fix this problem is simply to encourage a greater variety of sounds to be used in music. Now, even though this is a very controversial take, and I know a lot of people hate it and will definitely not agree with me and might even get angry at me and so on and so forth, the truth of the matter is, what I definitely believe will make rap music sound a lot better and a lot fresher is if we get rid of sampling. Sampling, just simply put, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's been repetitive, and it's always kind of been problematic in rap music, because if you have a song that obviously is a hit and it's very popular, and a lot of people start sampling it for that matter, you know, guess what? A lot more people are going to want to sample it because they're going to be like, okay, this song was already a hit. So if I use a song to make another to make my own song, my own beat for that matter, more specifically, then I'm more likely to have another hit song. So it encourages laziness, and for that laziness, it encourages people to have, for that matter, in the genre as a whole, a lot of songs that tend to sound exactly the same. And that's the problem with rap music. In general, it's always been a bit of an Achilles heel for some time for rap music. But now it's even worse than before. Now people just simply don't even try to at least make it sound like their own song. They just copy and paste. Yes, I'll go as far as to say that. A beat for an old song and just use it for their new song and just rap over it and say, okay, this is my new song. But like, how does that even count if you're trying to make your own song and the beat is just a ripoff of an old person's, of the older version of the song? So it's like, what's the point? What's the point of it in the first place? You know, you're just using the same thing that's been used before. So as a result, you see what the end result is. Rap music is repetitive, and as a result of it getting repetitive, people of course get tired of it. So that's what we need to do, is we need to end sampling because it's obviously had a destructive impact, and through ending sampling, it will encourage people to use more sounds that they would have never thought of or considered using before, and through doing that, it will help make the music sound better. All you have to really do is just figure out a basic idea of what people really like in terms of music, you know, like in terms of like particular sounds people like to use, or I should say, in other words, particularly sounds people like, and then you're good to go. You don't have to use sampling. That way of thinking that you need sampling to make a song that's likable to people is so outdated, it's not even funny. It just never really was as true as people would have ever thought, and it just doesn't really work. It just doesn't really work when it comes to encouraging music to have variety. It make the music more likely to get repetitive. So the truth of the matter is that is the end result of sampling. So we're gonna have to get rid of sampling, encourage people to not do samples, and I feel if we stop doing that, it will at least make things better. Now lyricism, of course, is another question, but for the beats, at least it will sound more varied and won't be as repetitive and irritating to listen to as a result. So anyway, this is my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Just remember, if you like this video and videos like this, remember to thumbs this video up and hit the subscribe button. And this is all I have to say, and simply put it, I'm out. So bye.